Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liyarra, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today we're playing Danganronpa 2, and in today's episode we are finally going to begin the class trial for Nekomaru. So did he kill himself, or was it a murder? And how does one murder a robot anyways? Well, without further ado, let's hop into the game. Okay, so we still don't have any skills. We can look at what we have for evidence on this case. So the victim is Nekomaru Nidai, aka Mekomaru, after his robotic transformation. His body was discovered in Grape Tower, which is inside the funhouse. His head is severely damaged and beyond repair, so that shall be considered the cause of death. Despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered, these limbs were actually designed to be detachable, and it seems that they separated due to a severe impact. Aside from that, several other areas of this body are damaged. Because of this, many of his functions seem to have shut down. There was a wire. Nekomaru's body and left leg were tied with a metal wire. The tip of that wire was also tied into a loop. We have the good night button. A button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. When this button is pressed, all of Nekomaru's functions cease, and he is forced to enter sleep mode. Oil that was flowing out of Nekomaru's body. The majority of it came from his fatal head wound. One of the pillars on the side of the door was tipped over. The damaged area of the pillar was also stained. It was so heavy that even two people couldn't budge it. An enormous hammer found on the floor of the tower. It was almost completely clean, almost as if it was brand new. And we had hypothesized that it came from the octagon, but I don't know. A chain was wrapped around the handles of the door at the back of Grape Tower. For some reason, the killer was able to enter the tower from the Strawberry Hall. Apparently, Akane heard a rumbling noise at around 5:30 a.m., and that coincides with what the boys heard on their side, too. A lot of small pieces of stone were scattered underneath Nekomaru's body. However, there were no fragments on top of his body. That might be important to remember. Apparently, Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru walking toward the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 a.m. At 5:30 a.m., the alarm of the wall clock on the lounge of Strawberry House's second floor started going off. Fuyuhiko was at the lounge by coincidence and managed to stop the alarm, but Kazuichi and Gundam rushed to the lounge after being alerted by the sound. However, Nagito was apparently the only one who didn't hear it. So that's kind of interesting. The contact elevator used to move between both houses was broken and no longer worked. It was apparently broken at the Grape House side, so the last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House. The button in Strawberry Hall that opens the door leading to the tower was broken. Nagito was supposed to be at Strawberry House, but he appeared at Grape House via some unknown method. The contact elevator should have been broken. Apparently, the compass's needle spun 180 degrees while it was inside the contact elevator. Nekomaru used this alarm clock to recover from sleep mode. The clock's arms are stopped around 7:30, and the alarm was set to 7:30 as well. The clock in Nekomaru's chest receives radio waves at fixed intervals and automatically adjusts itself if its time is off. Basically, it's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with, not even to set the time. Which is interesting that we have a disconnect between the clocks at Strawberry House and the clock in his chest. We have the broken doorknob. A doorknob found under the tipped over pillar. The screws at the base are pulled out, and there are some scratch marks on the knob itself. I wonder if that's from wire, like if that's connected to the wire that we found on Nekomaru. One of the doorknobs from the far back of Strawberry House was missing, so this doorknob was originally attached to that door. And then there's a strange feeling in the tower. Regardless of whether you entered the tower from Grape Hall or Strawberry Hall, the placement of Nekomaru's body, the tipped over pillar, the oil stains, and even the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged look exactly the same. Which kind of makes me think the tower doesn't move. The doors move around the tower, possibly? Maybe. I think that's good for now. Let's go ahead and get this class trial started. Oh boy.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
And let's see how badly I can do at the mini games.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Yep.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go.
Oh boy.
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Oh no, poor Monami.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it? Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Indeed.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
Right, I think we should definitely do that.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there.
Uh-huh.
Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Right?
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Oh my gosh.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Right?
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Oh
We just
boy.
happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then,
Yep,
the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
exactly.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
Mm-hmm.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
Obviously.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
They couldn't come over.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Exactly. So then he had to fix the elevator.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
No?
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
I mean, never mind the fact that we were at Grape House too.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
Yeah, because, you know, the girls would never do anything so violent.
You're the cruelest one here.
Now. Enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Exactly.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
It really does.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Okay.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
I don't think it was the hammer.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm with Nagito. I'm like, huh? What are you talking about?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon. You could totally tell just by looking.
Really? Let me guess. He's going to say, huh? You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the hammer, right? The new looking hammer. That's the only thing that looked like a weapon, but that's not the weapon.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
Was it?
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer.
Yeah.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
No.
The weapon is decided.
No. It's definitely not. The hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
Well, what would we do?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
I'm not sure what we
That's
say
right.
here.
It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
No, it's not. It's clearly not. It's definitely not.
guess
All
we
right,
should
let's
figure out
look
the
at
weapon first.
what we've got. Okay. So we have the wire. It was tied into a loop. So Nekomaru's body and left leg were tied with a metal wire. The tip of that wire was also tied into a loop. It couldn't have been a surprise if he was tied up, right? So was that one of the things we can
The weapon
contrast?
was right there at the scene of the crime.
Let's see.
That pillar, huh?
We'll
No,
see.
The hammer.
If that was a yellow statement, we can
Killer used that hammer
we can say no.
and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's wrong.
He didn't beat the crap out of him. He had the wire, right?
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Right.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
Exactly. It wasn't the murder
A
weapon.
lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right?
Right.
If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
Exactly.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
I feel like we could have said almost anything in response to that statement.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why? Exactly. Exactly. That's my thought. Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
But that's literally the first thing you said was
Then
the
why
murder
bother
weapon.
cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Right.
I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Uh-huh.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Yeah, you could say that.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
I don't know. I kind of think it was the pillar.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Right.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle?
Exactly.
If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
I mean, the pillar had oil on it, right? The actual weapon has oil on it, but it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it. I'm almost certain the broken pillar had oil on it. Let me look. Broken pillar. Where was that at? Tipped over pillar. The damaged area of the pillar was also stained. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like it was the pillar.
I see.
Like it fell
The
on
only thing
him.
with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Not
Nobody
exactly.
could withstand a blow from that pillar.
I mean, yeah.
Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
That's very true.
Why?
Because y'all tried it. Did you forget already?
Tried to move it, right?
Right. And it was impossible with two people. It's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy.
It was.
But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Yeah, the dead dude.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
Yeah?
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
I mean, that is a possibility.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Yeah, I mean, she's now speechless.
I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. The word suicide. Yeah, this, exactly. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide. But he very well might have sacrificed himself.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Yeah?
Huh? For reals?
Yeah?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
All right, let's
Understood.
see.
Then I shall give it my all.
Let's see what she says.
Sonia, here I go!
All right, what do we have? Wire, goodnight button, oil on the floor, chipped over pillar, and the chain. Broken doorknob. Oh, it could be pillar
There's
fragments.
no need to lift that pillar.
Could be pillar
If
fragments.
the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for
Maybe.
his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Maybe.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting excited.
Okay. The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar. Is that really it? Is it? I mean, we have the pillar fragments. One of the pillars on the side of the door was tipped over. The damage area of the pillar was also stained. Okay, so that was the pillar, but the fragments... They were scattered underneath Nekomaru's body. However, there were no fragments on top of his body. I feel like that might be important. Because if the pillar fell on top of him, then there would be fragments on top of him, not underneath him. Right? I feel like there's got to be a statement we say to that.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Okay.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, I don't think that could have happened, right?
That's wrong.
Let's see.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his
Exactly,
body.
exactly.
Huh? Fragments?
They were all underneath his body.
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
Exactly.
If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Mm-hmm.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
Maybe they didn't.
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
He's really anxious to get rid of the pillar.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
I mean, I don't know if that's true, but I feel like the pillar was definitely involved somehow in his death.
Why are you so certain about that?
I have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
Okay.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Okay.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
He's just like, you guys are dumb.
Guys, same as usual.
Oh my gosh. He's like, seriously?
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Oh man, now he's gonna get all
What did you
healthy.
say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the happened to you?
That's what I'm wondering.
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
I love how she's just like, forget
Well,
this. Let's just get
first of
straight to the
all,
point.
The pillar itself is not enough.
Right. The wire's involved, the doorknob is involved, and the whole strawberry house, grape house thing is involved.
But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Right?
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Uh-huh.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
Which he will not share that info with us?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly.
Have we now?
Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Gotta love Gundam.
It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
Oh boy.
You are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
He's blushing again. Oh man.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
This is because she likes him, not you.
Cut the bull and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Okay, finally.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
Yes.
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Supposedly.
Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Of course, of course. You gotta remind us of that.
Except for Hajime?
Yeah, we're just nobody.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right?
Exactly.
Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
I agree. And that's what we have to figure out. Man, I get the feeling this is going to be one long class trial. We have resolved one and only one element of this trial so far. We now have a general idea about what the murder weapon is, or at the very least, what it isn't. But now, what are we going to figure out about the secret of the funhouse? Obviously, it has something to do with the structure, but what? Well, we're going to have to figure that out in the next episode. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, and the links are in the description. If you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liyarra27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.